Hello, and welcome back to the Quaker Sports Recap. I hope you all had a wonderful break. I sure did. Not only did this break get us ready for school, but now we are ready for some great Quaker playoff action. Last week I stopped by boys basketball, boys hockey, girls basketball, which I'll tell you about next. Let's get right to it!
On February 10th, your Orchard Park Lady Quakers took on the Spartans for Will North in a senior night showdown. Orchard Park won the tip-off in a good omen for the rest of the night. Although Will North scored the first basket of the game, senior Maggie Gosella quickly tied the game at 2. Will North shot a 3 to take the lead back, the last time they would lead for the game. OPHS scored 8 unanswered points before Will North scored again. The Quakers ended the first quarter up 20-12. Nina Cullum scored OPHS' first points of the second quarter. Up 25-16, Aaron Haggerty ripped the ball out of Will North's hand and set up Lainey Babbage for the layup to extend Orchard Park's lead. This was the start of a 6-point scoring run that would give the Quakers a 31-16 lead at the half. Caroline Brown opened scoring for OP in the second half, drawing a foul in the process, which she converted. This was the beginning of a totally dominant quarter by the Quakers, who ended the third quarter with a 49-22 lead. Aaron Haggerty opened the scoring in the fourth with a 3 to put the Quakers up by 30. Continuing their dominant run, the Quakers scored another 15 more before Will North was able to score a point. With the game well in hand, the Lady Quakers took their foot off the pedal a bit, closing out the game 71-32 and improving their record to 17-3. After the game, I talked to Coach Janice and Lainey Babbage about the emotions of senior night and what the team will do to prepare for the playoffs.
Lainey, what's your biggest takeaway from your time at Orchard Park basketball?
I have learned, my biggest takeaway is definitely my friends. I have made the most incredible friends through my classes, through athletics for the most part. I learned how important teamwork is, which is cliche, but I definitely learned that here, and just like how much team chemistry can really take a team far.
All right. What are some of the emotions of senior night? Obviously, it's very emotional. Can you take us through some of the emotions here?
Yeah, it was really sad. I've been playing on basketball for 4 years, or varsity basketball for 4 years. Playing on varsity softball. This will be my 4th year on varsity softball. So I've definitely grown up in this high school, and it's really sad senior night, especially because I've been playing with Maggie G this whole time. So it was really sad.
Yeah. What skill do you think the team is best at?
Tonight, Well, obviously we put up a lot of points, so we scored a lot. Our defense was good. Honestly, all aspects of the game tonight, I think that's why we came off with such a big dub. Yeah.
All right, that's a good answer. What is something you guys need to work on before the playoff run?
I would just say we need to keep working hard in practice, getting in shape. We need to work on fatigue shooting, fatigue layups, just more specifically preparing for each opponent that we're going to face, right. As opposed to this whole season we've just trying to been building for the playoffs. So yeah.
And now since the playoffs is only very short, I don't even know when it starts. I got to look that up. Next week. All right, thank you. How do you, because you guys only have one game left in the regular season, how do you prepare for the playoffs? I'm pretty sure it's mostly focused on playoffs now.
Yeah. Well, we're one game ahead mindset. We're just looking for the next game. So we play Jamestown Friday, so we're worried about them right now. So that's what we'll be working on in practice the rest of the week. But after that, hopefully win, we will definitely be locking in more specifically on what each individual player needs to work on. But again, focusing on what team we have to play.
Today was senior night. It's an emotional night. How much is the team going to miss these 3 impactful players?
You can't replace, these players. The work and dedication they put into practice, what they bring to the team chemistry, their leadership. It's going to be tough, But that's what the juniors do. They become seniors, and they're going to have to step up. But they have a lot of big shoes to fill next year, definitely.
Oh yeah. What is one skill you think the team did best at today?
I think, running the floor, playing with intensity, defensively, holding a team to 32 points is pretty impressive. And when we play free, we play our best. And getting those fast breaks and locking them down on D and making our defense, create steals, which then turns into points in the other side.
Yeah, defense was championships. What is something you need to work on before the playoffs?
For this team, I think it's just consistency and, playing all 4 quarters, in both offensive and defensive phases. And, there's games that we have like 3 great quarters. Like today we had 3 great quarters. We had 1 quarter that we sort of probably want to change a little bit, right? So if we want to go deep in the playoffs, if we want to win a championship, we got to be consistent for all 32 minutes.
Great job, girls, and what a way to dominate on senior night. Up next, we talk about another sport I went to, boys ice hockey, where they played Lancaster. Roll tape.
On Friday, February 13th, your Orchard Park Quakers took on the Legends from Lancaster in a battle where the winner would enter the hockey playoffs as number 1 in New York State. The puck dropped and Orchard Park made a statement quick with a goal from behind the net by Gavin Huber that was assisted by Sean Robertson. Lancaster scored just a minute and 14 seconds later to tie the game and netted another just 2 minutes later to take the lead. Orchard Park had chances, but Lancaster added to their lead on one of their 3 power plays for the period, holding a 3-1 lead after 1. Just past the halfway point of the second, Gavin Huber scored his and the Quakers' second goal of the night, with Sean Robertson notching his second assist of the night. The Quakers were now only down by 1. The Legends scored in the last minute of the period, putting the Quakers down 4-2 heading into the second intermission. The Quakers pulled back within 1 with their 3rd goal of the night, 3:44 into the 3rd period, an unassisted beauty by Sean Robertson. Halfway through the 3rd, Lancaster scored to take the 5-3 lead, setting up an open netter to close the scoring at 6-3. After the game, I talked to Coach Fonz about the loss and how he would prepare the team for the playoffs.
Coach, today obviously was a rough loss and it showed some flaws within the team. How do you get the team ready for the playoffs with those flaws?
Well, we came out slow tonight, but we'll be back. This is a veteran group in there, and, they've been winning pretty handily every game, so they'll come back. I have full confidence that the team will come back to practice and work hard, and we'll get to that game to play them again.
Discipline was an obvious issue today. You guys had a lot of penalties. What do you do to not put yourself in those positions?
We came out very lazy and soft, and that's the cause. When you get a tripping penalty that's lazy, and we had 2 of them, and it put us behind the 8 ball. But after the first period, after it was 3-1, we played the last 2 periods pretty well.
And from here on out, it's 1 loss and you're done. How do you get that message across to the team without getting them to choke up?
Well, because they're feeling that in the locker room right now after the loss. Do they want to feel like that again, or do they want to go forward and not feel like that?
All right, thank you.
Tough loss, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Girls basketball and boys ice hockey weren't the only teams who played games last week. Let's see how all of our teams did.
Boys varsity basketball had 2 massive wins over Frontier and Will North to prepare for the playoffs. Brody Monaco led the team in points for the week with 33, and Justice Niver finished second with 28. The team's regular season is over, and they enter the playoffs as the number 1 seed and will play Friday at home. Go Win States, boys! Boys varsity bowling placed 8th at sectionals on February 9th and ended their season showing a lot of growth and improvement. Boys indoor track posted a couple of top 5 finishes at sectionals. Max Mancabelli finished 1st in the pole vault, 3rd in the long jump, and 5th in the 55-meter hurdles. Girls indoor track had several top 5 finishers at sectionals, finishing in an impressive 4th place as a team. Congratulations to pole vaulter Ali Schmitz and race walker Eliana Wierzbowski on their 1st place finishes. Great job at sectionals, ladies. Boys hockey had a busy week, finishing with 3 wins and a loss. Sean Robertson led the week with 8 goals and 14 points. Nolan Thorpe also did well this week with 3 goals and 8 points. The boys finished second in the section and will play Lockport at the Harbor Center in the section semifinals tonight at 6 p.m. Go win it all, boys, and show them that no one can beat the maroon and white. Girls hockey beat Kenmore in the Section 6 quarterfinals before losing a close one to Clarence and Amherst combined team in the semifinals. Peyton Furcucci logged 2 goals and an assist in the 2 playoff games. Boys varsity swim placed 24th at sectionals on Thursday. The state championships are March 6th to March 7th, and Orchard Park's Lucas Berdiziak, Michael Barone, Aiden Carr, Nicholas Schimmer, and Will Wernicki will be racing. Good luck, gents. You've got this. Girls varsity cheer finished second at the ECICs, and JV also finished second at the JV championships. Great job, cheer. Boys wrestling placed third at the section championships. Ray Galinsky finished first in his weight class, Aiden Rodriguez and Mikey Farello placed second in their weight classes, and Nicholas Shaler placed third in his weight class. Ray, Aiden, and Mikey are off to states for the Quakers, which are in Albany on Friday and Saturday. Show them what it means to be a Quaker, gentlemen. Girls wrestling ended their season placing 5th in the sectional championships. Congratulations to Olivia Phillips, who was the top finisher for the Quakers and is going to states. You've got this, Olivia. Girls varsity basketball dominated Will North and Jamestown before break. Lady Babbage led in scoring for the week with 40, highlighted by a 29-point performance against Will North on senior night. Ella Hernandez finished second for the week with 28. The team finished with the number 2 seed in the regular season and will start their playoff journey on Tuesday at 6 p.m. in the gymnasium. Go bring a state title home, ladies. I know you can do it.
Great job, Quakers. Up next, we have a Seven Star Questions segment with swimmer Will Rudnicki. Let's learn a little bit more about Will.
What is the best period of the day?
Best period of the day? It's a hard question. I gotta go with third period physics.
Really? Oh, you have Franco?
I do have Franco.
Why is physics the best? It seems like a hard class.
I got all my friends in there.
Nice.
It's not too bad.
Nice. What's your favorite event to swim?
My favorite event is the 200 freestyle.
Why the 200 freestyle?
Because it's not a sprint, but it's also not too far.
Yeah, that's a good answer. What inspired you to swim?
My dad, he swam when he was younger, so I picked off of that.
That's cool. If you had to choose between going to the moon or seeing the Bills win the Super Bowl, what would you choose?
Bills winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good answer, Will. Me too. If you had to be one movie character for the rest of your life, who would you be?
That's a good question. Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker? Why Luke Skywalker?
He's just amazing. I don't know.
He's got a lightsaber, so.
Yeah, lightsabers are cool.
Oh yeah. What is the secret talent you have that nobody knows about?
I can do a pretty good Kermit impression.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh, jeez.
Hey Max,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm Kermit the Frog.
That was on point. That is the best talent I've seen. Is there a question that you wish I asked that I didn't?
Oh. Let's go. Favorite Bills player of all time?
Oh, who's your favorite Bills player of all time?
Sammy Watkins.
Elite ball knowledge. Hey, I had his jersey in second grade. I think I got rid of it. I hope I don't still fit in it. Maybe I do.
Thanks for watching this week's Quaker Sports Recap. It's playoff time. While there are only 7 events on the schedule this week, they are all playoff matches with trips to state on the line. Hopefully, I will see you at a game, match, or meet, so together we can shout, "Go Quakers!"